Oh, that's an easy gamble. Come on. Ice Rod! I am the polar opposite wrong.
Alright, so do you think we're gonna have to actually worry about Turtle Rock at this point?
Oh, early Ice Rod almost always means Turtle Rock will at least be dipped much earlier than anticipated. Interesting. Both runners are opting to go ahead and do the early escape route, and Hahasell lucks out with an 8 bomb drop. DemonRHK does as well. We'll have to hurry up to get that before it disappears. No.
I mean, I can't blame DemonRHK. He probably didn't see the drop coming.
No, that was a nice quick thinking by Hahasell to pick that up. And just like that, Hahasell has a nice little advantage going in there.
And
oh no.
Yep.
No.
Yep. Turtle Rock is calling.
What kind of sound does a calling Turtle Rock make? Is it, "You will die soon"?
I'm thinking more, "Come here." Maybe I'm mixing up tortoise and hare with this type of turtle, but I mean, what have we got right now?
Yeah, we got nothing except things that point towards Turtle Rock. The Turtle Rock Big Key and Ice Rod. Oh my goodness. Neither runner is opting to do a hula hand strat. They're both going right up. Looks like we might have a lumberjack check. Hahasell is doing it. Okay.
I'm surprised we didn't see a crab check yet. Maybe Demon will cover that. As far as Lumberjack Cave goes, didn't look like anything important.
And another 8 bomb drop, so DemonRHK gets a nice little lucky there.
And, Crab has a little bit of love. At least I think that's the crab. It may be the spider. I cannot tell.
It's a crab, it's a spider. Regardless, nothing on Lumberjack Ledge, just a 5 bomb capacity upgrade, so nothing doing there.
Well, how about the Forest Hideaway? We got a big heart container. Not the Sank heart, but then again, it's early, so that may be a good thing.
So to answer a question, because I mentioned it, although neither runner is doing it, so it's a bit moot, the hula hand strat is instead of going left and going up and checking the Lumberjack Ledge right out of the sanctuary, you end up turning right. Houlihan is a room, it's a secret room that you have to set up through a minor glitch in the game. It contains 225 rupees. It's just an easy way to farm up rupees early to guarantee that you'll have access to bombs or early money for things like the bottle vendor or Zora.
Indeed. We have 5 items in the Light World Thieves' Den. There's the first sword at the 315 mark, as well as a mushroom. And small key to Turtle Rock. It keeps on calling.
And a small key to Ice Palace. So a lot of value so far here in Kakariko. It's been a while since I've seen a stacked beginning quite like this, and we're still not even halfway through Kakariko yet.
Indeed, we've only just started. However, because of the lack of rupees right now, or hold on, Hahasell has exactly enough for the bottle vendor. Hopefully, Demon remembers to farm in these pots and gets the money necessary. How about that well, though?
Yeah, the well will also have some rupees, so not necessarily needed to farm those up, but so far, okay, bombs and rupees so far.
Oh, we replenish what we spent. Big key! Palace of Darkness. And I believe that was blue mail. It's hard to tell with Hahasell's sprite, though.
Yep, that is blue mail. It's the banana hat, although neither runner actually has a banana hat, so yeah.
Bottle vendor, just an arrow capacity upgrade. I don't think our runners want an extra-sized quiver yet.
No, not even remotely.
However, I think I'd rather have the quiver upgrade than that small key to Misery Mire that Hahasell just picked up.
I mean, it's nice for routing. It's about all the good things you can say about a Misery Mire's small key.
And there is the first compass, Swamp Palace. For those that are new to Keysanity randomizers, the compass actually gives you a chest indicator at the top of the HUD once you enter the dungeon. For the most part, our runners, they know the counts, so it's not going to be that big of a deal.
Really, the compass helps us as trackers out more than anything, so we can see, okay, did they check that location? I don't remember. Oh, wait, 5 of 7. Okay.
Now, the library didn't have anything of importance. Hahasell is gambling a bomb to hope that there is something at the race game without even checking it first.
You know what? I like the gamble to go ahead and do it simply because with the number of increased items, and we have literacy.
So at this time, we don't know if the gamble is going to pay off, but oh boy.
At
Where
bare
will this
minimum.
take us?
Yeah, bare minimum, that's going to be our access over to Desert Palace at this point in time, because the other route into Desert just has too many items.
However, I'm not sure Hahasell is going to head to Desert right away. I would expect a Light World Dam check first, if anything. Hahasell, are you trying to do a fake flipper?
Yeah, Hahasell is setting up the rare fake flipper in this portion, trying to route up. I believe this portal actually takes you up close to the witch's hut to be able to turn in that mushroom.
Well, we do have a fake flipper. Let's confirm where that portal goes right now. I'll be honest, I've had trouble with the swimming controls in this game too. And you are correct. That is exactly one screen west of the witch's hut. So we have a divergence.
Yeah, an interesting divergence here. I think he's following the logic, taking a gamble here. I like the gamble. It's entertaining. I don't know if it'll pay off, but it's nice to see.
In the meantime, Demon has taken the more traditional route of getting the 2 items from the dam. First, going to get the waterlogged one, which is just rupee, so we're going to skip it. Potion shop contains piece of heart, unfortunately. Second item, also money.
Not what they were hoping for so far. So Hahasell probably is kicking himself a little bit. Will probably join Demon on the more traditional path at this point in time. And he made a liar out of me immediately.
Well, he has a sword. May as well do the front half of escape.
Not a bad call either. It's easier, certainly, with the weapon. So, not a bad play.
In the meantime, DemonRHK, nice use of sword spins to take out the mini Moldorms. 5 items await in the back.
Is this progression or not? We shall see. Yep.
That's progression. We got a power glove, folks, as well as a key to Palace of Darkness.
Yeah, that power glove cannot be understated. That's going to be a solid pickup that unlocks access, for example, to the back of the escape portion, as well as a few other locations that they'll be able to get to that they normally wouldn't be able to. Really, it's just the first in a line of Dark World access, though. So, waiting to see where our next line is there.
Indeed. Ice Rod Cave check coming up for Demon. Hahasell is going to get the second item from the escape. Just has to deal with this guard. Easy peasy. Crabs are not easy, though, and that did not look like an important item, possibly bomb capacity upgrade. These crabs do 2 hearts of damage in the overworld. Blue mail reduces it to 1, but they are still dangerous.
Yeah, both runners only running with 4 hearts yet. They've opened quite a few chests. It might be an unhealthy seed. We usually see more health later on. Oh, and Demon.
Like that?
I mean, that's nice.
I would not argue with a hammer myself.
That's an interesting out-of-the-way location for such an important item as the hammer. That's a significant pickup for Demon. Hahasell is going to have to make his way up there eventually. Demon looks like he's heading over to the eastern portion now of the map. Be able to check Sahasrara's cave as well as Eastern Palace if he so desires.
While Hahasell, I think, is going for the front Dark Escape chest sequence break here.
I'm not a fan of this sequence break, but we have some extra knowledge that Hahasell doesn't have, so it'll be interesting. Demon looks like he's routing up to turn in his mushroom while he can. It's kind of an out-of-the-way spot, given everything we know right now.
Oh, thank you, 8 Resolution. I had missed that the compass that was picked up at Zelda's cell was the compass to Turtle Rock. Everything is pointing Turtle Rock right now.
Watch, Turtle Rock is a green pendant that we don't need.
Well, close. 8 Resolution wants it to be a blue pendant. Alright, Hahasell, I think, has found the chest, and it's just 20 rupees.
Well, we're getting all the big 20s out of the way early in this game, feels like.
So, at this point, I think Demon is heading towards Sahasrara, which I believe is the right play. Hahasell hopefully will get towards Mini Moldorm Cave quickly.
Well, Mini Moldorm is nice with the Power Glove, but the big one is going to be if he routes over to that Ice Rod Cave. That particular cave, I know some runners like to avoid it, try to routing it in later, but man, he's absolutely got to get that hammer as soon as possible.
Alright, green pendant check is Tower of Hera. What's in the closet? Well, there's the first bottle, so Sick Kid is now in play. Also, second small key to Misery Mire.
2 Misery Mire small keys in Sphere Zero, I do not like.
Well, unfortunately, we're gonna have to keep looking for something good. Maybe Eastern Palace will have something. For those that are new to Keysanity, the music is not necessarily going to tell us if it is a pendant dungeon or a crystal dungeon. We won't know until we either find a map, or we actually just beat the dungeon and get the reward. In order to beat the dungeon, though, we still are looking for the bow and arrows.
I tell you what, there's one item location that stands out as a little bit attractive to me right now, and that is Desert Palace. We have Agina's Cave, we have the Desert Ledge, and because we can open up Desert Palace, we'll get a couple locations in there just to be able to tool around. And if you happen to get a fire source, oh, well, we don't have the big key, so never mind.
Well, so close, but that was a big key to Thieves Town. An important big key to be sure, though.
Absolutely. That's one of the first dungeons that most people can complete in the Dark World. Getting an early big key there certainly makes it possible to go ahead and dip that one early.
Speaking of dip, we're going to dip to the back of Escape. Hahasell is going to check out those 3 chests.
Yeah, and Hahasell did skip that Ice Rod Cave. That's what I was worried about. That's no bueno for Hahasell.
And that shovel is just going to take him around in a different direction. Now, admittedly, the shovel may be required, but not going into the Ice Rod Cave is going to be very detrimental.
Yeah, that longer he puts that off, the greater this spread will go between Demon and Hahasell. It's unfortunate, but that's just kind of the name of the game sometimes.
Still, we are going to check out the dig spot at the same time as we check chest 3. Mirror in Eastern Palace. Small key to desert at the dig spot, so that may have been required on both fronts.
Yeah, both of them are very exciting pickups. That pull from Hahasell just points them even stronger over into that desert, and that looks like it's exactly where Hahasell is going. That mirror, though, wow.
So, time for another sequence break, the dark rooms. Without the lantern, these rooms are just entirely pitch black, except for the anti-fairies, because apparently they exude some magical anti-light or something. We only have 3 dark rooms in Eastern Palace, the first 2 connected right here, and 1 beyond the big key door. We need that big key in order to get to the Armos Knights at the end and the final item.
Now, if Demon ends up finding a certain couple of items beyond this dark room, it could point us to some extra knowledge. For example, if he finds a lamp, or he won't be able to find a lamp beyond a dark room at all, but if he picks up the flute, for example, it will mean that our intended access to the Death Mountain area would be through the lamp, so we can guess certain things.
Well, speaking of guessing, where do you think the lamp actually is? Because the powder is locked behind it.
Well, that's a great question. I don't know. Oh, red mail already on that desert ledge. You know, lamp is one of those items that for good runners is just a convenience item and can help with some logic routing. For players like myself, it's an absolute necessity that you need to find as soon as possible. So,
Oh, I agree with you there. I once had a scene where powder was locked behind Moldorm's last possessions, which is never a fun time. What may be a fun time is Hahasell getting at least 3 items in Desert Palace. In the meantime, I believe Demon is going to escort the old man up Death Mountain. Ooh, small key to Swamp Palace and Desert. That is an excellent find on Hahasell's part.
yep, that one key unlocks the entire dungeon other than the first treasure chest. So we know that that's going to be an important pickup there for Hahasell, and Demon will eventually have to go in there, unless for whatever reason, literally Swamp Palace is not required and is just a pendant.
Old man has big key to Eastern. Ooh, now we just need the bow.
Wow. We've already been there, and now you got the big key. That's rough.
Oh, what would be even more rough is if the bow was actually in that big chest in front. You know, basically a vanilla bow.
That would be horrible, and I appreciate the idea.
Well, with the mirror, we can go on top of Spectacle Rock and get that key. And we also need to go inside Spectacle Rock to get the other key. In the meantime, we're gonna see Hahasell pick up that red mail.
Yep, couple keys up on Spectacle Rock. So we have red mail sub 20 minutes, guys. We're still at Fighter Sword, but we have all the protection we need at this point.
Now, where does this small key take us towards? The castle tower.
Ooh.
Right now, I'm not seeing any warning signs that we have to take out Aghanim. The only concern, admittedly, would be the Moon Pearl. We haven't seen that yet.
We haven't, and we know as soon as we find the Moon Pearl, we will have Dark World access because we already have the gloves and the hammer. So we have a few different Dark World access locations at this point in time. We're just waiting on that Pearl.
Hahasell is going to gain some knowledge, and the eyeball turned into a bomb slug. I never knew that.
The things you know, and another pod small key.
That makes 2, I believe. There are 6 of them entirely. Also, Ether Tablet check coming up.
This could be an interesting. I mean, you might as well do it. The small key of Evil's Bane.
That is a Ganon's Tower small key, I believe.
Yeah, not coming back for that one.
Now, Tower of Hera, we know it's the green pendant. As long as the big key is found within the 2 chests available, well, one of which is a small key right here, Turtle Rock.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't think this is going to be the big key. That would be super trolly. He does already have access to the east side of Death Mountain as well. So this is, again, a sequence break. So keep that in mind. Anything we find up here is not necessarily intended according to the logic right at the moment.
That is true. In order for this to be within logic, we need the flute or the lamp. So we'll see if this gamble pays off. What is on the Hookshot Cave Island? Blue Rupee, we do not care. So, time for the long walk across Spiral Cave. Makes you wonder where those boots are, doesn't it, Vitasia?
Well, I always wonder where the boots are. If anything, because I want to see an eyeball jiggle with the sword out.
Well, here's hoping this isn't a bootless seed, then. Now, watch the boots be here.
That's extra trolly, but we do have a 300 rupee pickup. That gets us. That gets Demon over that 500 rupee threshold for Zora. That might be an attractive play to fake Flipper at some point, but we're still waiting on Hahasell to make that trip also over into that area. He'll need to get the go to Ice Rod Cave for that hammer eventually. He's going to be trolled until he heads over there.
Hahasell did pick up the mirror at least, while Demon is going to check out the Paradox Cave. Also, if it helps, we actually don't have to sequence break to King Zora at this point. There's the Moon Pearl, as well as a big key to Ganon's Tower. Game is already over.
If you guessed 18, you won. No, I don't know what number that was.
I don't know either, but either way, Demon is very happy with this. However, this is technically a sequence break.
Yeah, so we're still looking for either the flute or the lamp to be in logic. It has to be somewhere here in this light world.
Small key to Hyrule Castle. We did get a map of Turtle Rock, though, so we can finally resolve that mystery once we go into the Dark World.
Well, and here's the problem. Demon has access, so I think he's going to be running around for different locations. But he's out of logic right now. He's going to go check Hype Cave here directly. So this is where... No, he's going over to Desert. Okay.
Admittedly, it makes sense. You do have the book. You can certainly check out a number of spots here. However, I don't think a Demon has the small key. I don't remember if it actually gave anything.
Yes, it did.
Well, hopefully Sick Kid also gives something. Nope. Big heart container. What was on the right side of Desert?
No, I'm thinking... Oh, Shovel. Remember Shovel? And then was that Shovel that pulled up the Swamp Palace small key? Or am I getting that mixed up?
I think it's mixed up. Shovel and Desert Palace... No. Shovel led to Desert Palace small key, I thought.
Shovel gave Desert key. Okay.
Which meant Desert had Swamp.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was something along those lines. Thank you, Chad. This is what happens when you do commentary every day for a while and then run your own seeds. You lose track of a few things sometimes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the tracker that I'm using does not have a notes section to help. I may have to look into that next time. Demon about to enter Desert Palace will at least get the red mail, but without that Swamp Palace key, we may have to see a return trip.
We did see Hahasell there check the Sick Kid, and it was just a whole lot of love from this Sick Kid. So he is also sequence breaking at this point in time. Interesting to note, because the Moon Pearl is up there, it is requiring, and this will be really interesting. because the Moon Pearl is up here, and that's our Dark World access, the seed right now is requiring either the lamp or the flute to be accessible prior to entering the Dark World.
And
So,
that's either King Zora or it has to be King Zora because Mad Batter is unavailable because the powder was gotten in the Dark Room of Eastern.
yeah, so Zora, unless there's something that we're missing, and I really don't think at this point in time, Zora has to have something.
Oh, that is nasty.
Absolutely. And Hahasell, oh, and here's the worst part. Hahasell won't be able to go over to the east part of Death Mountain.
Because of the lack
No
of the
hammer.
Which means Hahasell is right now locked out from this sequence break. And wait a second. Shovel was in the over here. Right, I was forgetting where the shovel was.
Yep.
Highway Jack asks a good question. How is Zora required when you don't have the flippers? How you do that is you go to the potion shop, you have a glove upgrade. Both of our runners have the power glove, so that counts. Lift the big rock, work your way down, up and around, and take the shallow water path to King Zora. You normally get the flippers from him.
Yeah, it is absolutely the long way around. It's not something that you necessarily want to have to do. Using the shortcut with the whirlpool is absolutely preferred, especially when you're a speedrunner, but it is not necessarily even the game's intended method of getting up there.
Yeah, it is interesting to see basically, if you were to do a no major glitches and not know how to do the fake flipper, you would have to take that long way around. Oh, look at Hahasell's side. I think he's going to the Ice Rod Cave.
Yep, I think he's realizing that that's one of the only locations that he doesn't have. He will be kicking himself because he'll get that hammer and go, oh, no.
Demon is hoping to get the chest in Dark Escape.
As I recall, it was just a big 20, remember? I think?
It was nothing important. I remember that much. There's your big 20. Kern, Moon Pearl was located in Paradox Cave. And Hahasell has the hammer, but is leaving peacefully.
No angry slashes, no bomb destructions. I'm disappointed, Hahasell. Oh, he is farming up rupees over here.
This is the slow location for it. I believe the spot by Desert Palace has 50 at a time, but in this case, I understand the idea. Route as much as you can.
Yeah, he's trying to just get these right here to get 20 at a time. Man, this is going to be slow. And yeah, he decided that he's going to save and quit out and do Houlihan, I think. Or not.
That is not Houlihan. I think he's going up to Paradox Cave, and so this will be a nice reward.
Yeah, he'll get a 300 rupee drop here, so if he was farming rupees in order to be able to do Zora, he'll have the money, but more importantly, he'll have the Moon Pearl and the Ganon Tower Big Key, which is, of course, the trolliest item in the game.
So with this discussion of trolls, what do you think could potentially troll our runners on the pedestal?
Well, about the only thing, I mean, we only know Tower of Hera in terms of the green pendant at this point in time. Depending on what the other two pendants are really plays into what can possibly be on that pedestal. And anything's on the table right now because all we're missing for the Tower of Hera is the Tower of Hera Big Key. So that is the only item right now that we know for certain is not on the pedestal. If I had to be a troll, though, and I get to pick what's on the pedestal, I want to see a bow on the pedestal scene.
I'll go with Kane of Samaria. Hahasell, you are now rich. Demon... I think Demon is going to head into the Dark World for the first time.
He could be. Keep in mind, Demon also hasn't turned in his bottle yet, so he could be checking Sick Kid.
That may be true, but since you're already in the Dark World, you could mirror, or never mind, we're just gonna get the Sick Kid check out of the way first.
Yeah, I think, and I've seen these runners go before, they don't necessarily like a ton of sequence breaking, so they could be avoiding it at this point in time for that. And Hahasell gets his Moon Pearl. He's happy about that, I'm sure.
Zioni actually brings up a good point. We haven't seen the Mad Batter yet, and we're actually about to.
Oh, this could be an interesting, again, another sequence break, given those dark rooms.
So now the question is, what is the Mad Batter going to have today? Many names, many theme songs, but only one item today, and it is Ether. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if that's awesome or horrible, but we'll see. Powder was in the last treasure chest in the big vanilla Big Key location of Eastern Palace.
That is correct. So, I mean, right now both runners are going in different sequence break directions. Hahasell actually first into the Dark World. We're going to see this cave has many names. I'm just gonna call this South of Bomboy Cave right now.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a hype cave, but you know what? I'm thinking good luck. I think this is going to be hype.
Well, Red Potion certainly helps. As does Kane of Samaria. Well, there goes my pedestal dream.
You know what? I'll give that one a B-. You know, Kane doesn't necessarily help you now, but it'll help you later. A Red Potion.
Vitasia, sorry to interrupt. We have a pedestal check on Demon's side.
Ooh, here we go. 10 shots with the bow.
Oh, so close. Misery Mire and Eastern Palace are the pyramid crystals. I mean, you wanted the bow, you got the quiver.
Dislike.
So now, where is the bow located?
You know, it really could be anywhere, so let's... Okay, so Turtle Rock, blue pendant.
and Skullwoods is the crystal. Okay, someone in chat, whoever said it was going to be a blue pendant, you were actually correct. Pyramid Ledge only had a heart piece and 8 resolution. Congrats on calling it that early.
Wow. Okay, so meanwhile, we see Demon is in Skull Woods right now, dealing with these Gyptos, picking up another small key to Ganon's tower.
While Hahasell is making his way towards Palace of Darkness. Those are flippers, right?
Yeah, those are, if I may, water toes.
By all means. And that is one of the only vanilla small keys that you will typically find, because you can actually fall into that room and you need a way out.
Yeah, it was done to prevent a sequence break. And ooh!
Oh my gosh. That wasn't exactly the vanilla big key spot, but I'll take spicy vanilla.
I mean, it's within a reasonable simulation. Whenever you don't get a text box, you're like, oh, nice. And Hahasell is making an interesting gamble. He's going into pod pretty early. He's got 2 pod keys, but no bow to be able to get around. So...
And that's another vanilla small key. What's going on with this seed?
Is this even rando, guys? Guys, who rolled the seed?
I honestly don't know. I joined the IRC room late.
I'm still not in the IRC room, actually. And did Demon pull the big chest and we just didn't see it?
It was a map of Ganon's tower.
Oh, well, never mind then.
And Hahasell chose to spend that early key, but only got a map of Swamp Palace.
I mean, you don't want to leave that one hanging over your head. The problem is it may troll Hahasell later if some of these other pod small keys are kind of holding back.
Yeah, I would have personally saved that key for later. Potentially gotten the items, go to the turtle room, the 2 dark room items, because that's one of the easier dark rooms, and then the harmless hallway. And that was another vanilla Dark Palace key.
So 2 vanilla Dark Palace small keys. That's nuts. I mean, usually, I avoid coming here at all costs unless I have at least 3 keys. My goodness. Hahasell with the gamble.
A gamble that's paying off right now. I don't know anymore. Map of Ice Palace in one of the 2 chests. How about the second one? Piece of Heart.
Oh, man.
I know, Vatasia. This is something. There's the 3rd bottle sighting in the turtle room, and there is Bombos.
That's another kind of out of the way location. That's interest. I mean, there's no other way to describe it other than interesting. And Hahasell, ladies and gentlemen, we have Hahasell setting up the famed Hammer Yump. And there's the bow by Demon.
At the treasure chest game. Wow. Hahasell lines it up and gets it. There's the flute!
Oh.
Which means Lamp is on Zora.
Lamp has to be on Zora because that is it's a sequence break to be able to get this past a dark room. Lamp absolutely must be on Zora. Or because yeah, it has to be on Zora.
I mean, the only other possibility is it would actually be Flippers, and it would be, Zora Ledge or Camper, but it odds are Zora has Lamp, which means we may not see it.
Yeah, but remember, Flippers were in Skullwoods, which, because you need the Moon Pearl, yeah.
King Zora has the Lamp. I think that's 100% confirmed at this point. Xianbei, actually, that is a good point. Lamp could be in... I lost track of where the first castle tower key was. But we don't even need that. But, wait, we can't even access that. You need the Master Sword or the Cape, and our runners don't have that yet. King Zora has it.
Okay, it could also be, King Zora has the breadcrumbs that lead to it. So if, for example, King Zora has the Master Sword or the cape, and then it would be in that first treasure chest in Castle Tower. So that is still a possibility. If it's not on King Zora, it's the breadcrumb that leads to it.
Exactly. So this actually brings up a good question. How confident are our runners when it comes to complicated dark rooms? Because according to a map check, or according to the Bomboy check, there's the fire rod in Thieves Town. Pyramid Crystal is at Misery Mire, and there's the last medallion Quake.
Well, medallions aren't going to troll us this time. And, Demon is leaving Thieves Town, even though he has the Thieves Town big key, is noping out of there. That's interesting.
I kind of understand this play, actually. While the red mail is equipped, you still have to go through the harmful hallway, and I think some of Blind's attacks deal a fixed amount of damage. The way that the things that damage you work, shield on Bumper Cave, is certain items always deal a fixed amount of damage regardless of what armor you have. And so I want to say the fireballs that shoot out actually deal a fixed amount of damage, if I remember correctly, because it's technically like a hazard item.
That's right. I mean, and that fixed damage really means I can support this on Demon's part going away. I mean, I have a tough time with Blind anyway. 5 hearts and going through that entire dungeon with only 5 hearts sounds like a nightmare.
Swamp and ice are crystals. And we have a graveyard ledge check. There's the red meringue.
Also colloquially known as the Lagarang, because anything that sparkles, while pretty, slows you down. Hahasell picking up his bow. He'll be happy there.
So with that fire rod, Demon can full clear Skull Woods. We know it's a crystal.
Yeah, but for the same reason that you don't want to do Thieves Town with 5 hearts, you definitely don't want to have to do Mothula with 5 hearts.
That is an excellent point. There are a lot more hazards to deal with there. Moving spike traps on a moving floor, anyone? So instead, we are going to see... Ooh, forward route thinking. We're going to have Catfish to Waterfall of the Wishing to King Zora.
This is significant. We're going to be able to confirm our theory here, Wolfman.
Agreed. Now, Hahasell has a lot more hearts to go with, so we may see a Thieves Town full clear on his end. In the meantime, what does the Catfish have for us today?
I think he's going to catfish us.
Result? I'm a defensive speedrunner. I'm not calling that a catfish.
Yeah, I mean, more money, more problems, you know? Ooh, hook shot.
Well, we can defeat Argus now. Hahasell with the fire rod and is about to pick up Quake. So, what's on the ledge?
Our sword upgrade.
I think Demon's gonna pick that up.
Definitely. If you have fighter sword, you do whatever it takes to get another sword.
And Hahasell is going further into Thieves Town. Alright, folks. Time to see if our theories are correct. King Zora, show us the lamp!
It's the lamp.
And thus...
DemonRHK doing his best Jafar impression. First give me the lamp! Aladdin? Anyone? No?
I remember it. I just forgot that Jafar said that.
And Hahasell is going further into Thieves Town, so we'll be able to see some of these other deeper treasure chests.
Yes, these grasshopper lizard creatures that like to deal 2 hearts of damage. There's the boots!
Das Boots!
Or as you often like to say, what are those? So far, we have found a lot of good things in Thieves Town. Demon may regret passing those boots up. Now, admittedly, again, 5 hearts, cannot blame his decision to leave, but oof. Right now, both runners are, it's like, they've left something behind that they shouldn't have, and now you have to wonder, who's going to regret their decision more?
That's a great question. And really, the answer is going to come down to who takes the most time getting to where the other runner has gone at this point in time. Again, neither of these runners have really done anything that I would call questionable. They've each had their own logic associated with it. It's just who makes the call to go back there.
Ooh, I think Demon is going to check out... Oh, gotta get a little further up, but I believe Demon has a castle tower key, so we're able to see both chests in there now.
Master Sword, lamp, absolutely, and it's within logic. I like the call, because he routed this in correctly right in with everything else.
Alright, Blind, what are you going to have for us today? Gardeners like to spring into action. Get some more material. That's only second rate. Return of Jafar, anyone?
I appreciate you continuing the pun.
I had to try. Now, don't ask me to quote 40 Thieves, because I don't remember that one that well. Blind has been defeated. It's a crystal! Small key to Skullwoods found on Demon's side, probably not going to be worthwhile in the end. Hey, Vatasia, is it just me, or... I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw a previous map check that said Ice Palace was a crystal, so that means Desert Palace and Pod are unknown.
I believe you're correct, if I'm remembering it, and those are the only 2 unknowns. One is going to be a pendant, one is going to be a crystal.
So then, it's just a matter of which one would be worse.
Desert is so quick. You want that to be your crystal. I'll be completely honest. You want Desert to be the crystal if between those 2.
Yeah, that and I... Okay, that... I think I saw the map check on Hahasell's side. You have to go into Pod.
Yeah.
Which means, well, first of all, Demon now has the Cane of Samaria, but also... We have a near vanilla crystal pendant spread. Turtle Rock chose to steal Eastern Palace's pendant, and that's the only change. Bonkrock check now. Piece of heart.
Yeah, not a whole lot of anything. Demon is going to be checking this south of Kakariko route. We're going to check Stumpy and the South Grove ledge, see what's going on.
Alright, Stumpy, be good to me. I won't argue.
I mean, he gave you all his money, so sure.
And DemonRHK has finally dug up the small key to desert. With that lamp in hand, or wait, we're still missing... I mean, technically desert is a pendant, so we may not care that much about the Desert Palace Big Key. Also, Mirror Grove check, just a minor bomb bag expansion. Hahasell going through Skullwoods, about to get the flippers, I believe? Not in... Yeah, it was that chest. I thought it was in the other one.
Nope, it's in that one. You're absolutely right. Hahasell's going to have a little bit easier of a time. He's going to pick up this vanilla big key here directly. And but I believe he had the Cane of Samaria going through here, while Demon will not. So it's going to be a little bit of an easier check for Hahasell.
While Demon is currently digging up... Okay, I know I've asked this before, and I don't remember the answer. Why is the digging game guy called Alec Baldwin?
I really have no idea. I don't get that meme, and frankly, I try not to meme. I think it's just me personally. Big key to Ice Palace in the digging game. That's an interesting spot to locate that.
Yeah, it's a little out of the way. If you know how to do the Ice Palace bomb jump, then you don't have to worry about the big key. Unless, of course, you actually need what's in that chest, but... Right now, we can't even get into Ice Palace because we need the Titan's Mitts.
Yeah, that second lift upgrade is really trolling us at this point in time. Hahasell's making good progress on his way to his second crystal boss to complete. Demon is still checking these overworld locations, has not yet to beat a boss, and we're almost an hour in here. Demon's really kind of got to get moving here.
Well, with Hookshot on hand... Or, nope, we are going to see the Bombos tablet, I believe.
That is definitely something that's in logic. If there's something significant here, that's an out-of-the-way location that I can foresee no one checking for a while. A lot of people try to route it in with Gary's lunchbox, so there could be something here that would really troll Hahasell. Never mind, it's the opposite of useful.
Yeah, it trolled Demon instead. That is one of the 2 single green rupee locations in the game. Hahasell is hoping the dive in Skullwood's back will help. Oh, there's the other one! Single arrow!
Man, you can just feel the value coming off this seed right now. Savor it, ladies and gentlemen. It feels so good.
Unless you're the runners.
Unless you're the runners, and then you just laugh at, and that's why we get to laugh at them when they're running the seed. And I need to apologize, ladies and gentlemen, and any other non-binary folks who may be listening in. I want to be inclusive in my commentating.
Thank you. There is the Swamp Palace small key that a demon was looking for. While Hahasell is about to visit Mothula.
This will be an interesting. He's Fighter Sword Mothula is ew. Just ew. I mean, I hope he's efficient with his fire rod shots, but he's going to try to hammer strats.
Call it practice with swordless mode, I guess. And plus, if things get hairy, I do believe Hahasell has a red potion available.
Man, this is a painful Mothula fight. I really feel bad for Hahasell doing this one, but he's trying.
And
he's got a bee. Use the bee, Hahasell. Use the bee.
I think Hahasell heard us about trying to reduce memes here. So we're not gonna see the bee used this time. Mothula is down.
And all just for some bombs. Oh.
Yeah. Still, 2 bosses down in the first hour. While Demon is making the play for Swamp Palace.
Not a bad play. I mean, he has everything he needs to beat it. He got that small key just a little bit ago. So, big key to Myers, so that's a nice pickup. Meanwhile, Hahasell's checking his and 10 shots with the bow.
And powdering the Master Sword pedestal. That's a new one. Second chest in Swamp Palace. Extra money, which will help. At least if you need to buy extra potions. But I think Demon is confident enough in combat at this point. Chameleon K, pedestal is the 10 arrow quiver.
Yeah, it's literally the last thing that you want to have to go out of your way to pull. So we're not going to see a pedestal pull at this point in time, which we're perfectly fine with. I mean, let's be realistic here. We don't want to see someone do something useless, unless they don't know it's useless yet.
We will see. In the meantime, Hahasell is about to get the hook shot, Master Sword, and Lamp.
Yeah, he's going up, going to do this Catfish and Greater Zora area, able to route it together just like Demon did. So that'll be a solid play for him. It's just a matter of time before he catches up in terms of where Demon is specifically. Keep in mind, Hahasell does have a 2 crystal advantage at this point in time, so Demon, while he looks like he's ahead in terms of where he's at, Hahasell's actually beaten the bosses.
That is a good point. Okay, Demon remembered to not flood the key. That's important. And with this play, we're going to see what's on the western side of Swamp Palace. I think this is a good decision. We are still missing... Actually, as far as big keys go, I think we've already located all of the relevant ones. So it's mostly a matter of small keys and... Actually, I think we're just small keys away from go mode as Hahasell picks up the lamp.
We're not quite there. We do need a big key to Tower of Hera yet. So other than that, yeah, I think we're individual key. I mean, the big key to Desert Palace and then small keys from go mode, and we're an hour in. Keep in mind though that both of these runners have gone in completely separate directions. So we've covered a lot of the map. I'm going to go out on a limb, and we're going to spend a good 20 minutes of them checking over each other's locations. just to cover the places of the map that we haven't seen yet.
Also, according to our trackers, or excuse me, tracker KK the Egyptian, Tower of Hera is a pendant. Green pendant, it looks like. Shoutouts to KK the Egyptian, by the way. Please don't forget to give him a follow, as well as our runners a follow, as they are certainly giving us a very interesting and entertaining race.
Okay, so you're absolutely right. Tower of Hera is a pendant. We don't need the Desert Palace big key, Tower of Hera big key. So yeah, we're just small keys away from go mode. Yeah, that's Hahasell is. Demon still needs to go get that flute, and that flute is in the big treasure chest and pod.
And admittedly, I agree with Demon's decision to not go into Palace of Darkness because you only have 2 keys. We found 2 small keys inside. Oh, right, we also need mitts. Thank you, folks. Knew we were forgetting something. So, we have to wonder, at a minimum, 4 small keys of Palace of Darkness are needed. Demon finds the big key to Swamp and is retreating right away.
Is this even rando? Come on, guys.
To get back on track, if we're even able to.
And that door, these steps troll you because if you touch anything, it'll take you right back down the steps.
Oh yeah, I always forget about that. Palace of Darkness has 6 keys. 4 is enough. There's Tempered. Good decision to retreat. You need 4 if you can skip the bow path and perform the hammer yump that Hahasell did. Logically, you need all 6. If you have 5, you can skip one path or the other. The tricky part, though, is our runners have only found a total of 4 pod keys, 2 of which were in pod. Where's 5 and 6?
The seed may technically require... I mean, we still have the possibility that the other 2 are in pod on that right side, which troll level at over 9,000 at that point in time.
That is true. Misery Mire small key, not helping us, game. So yeah, as far as logic goes, we need at least, I say we need all 6 pod keys, though our runners can get away with only 5 total. We need a Turtle Rock small key. We've only seen 2. And I believe that is it.
We don't even need to go into Turtle Rock because it's dependent.
That is also true. So, 1 small key to pod, preferably 2, and the Titan's Mitts. While Demon is probably also going to need to go back to Thieves Town for that flute. Or pod, excuse me. Yeah, it's like, everything's showing up pod, even though you don't want to deal with pod right now. Demon did deal with Argus, though. And the reward is the 2nd of the 3 shields. Well, the 2nd that we know of, anyway.
So yeah, and the interesting thing to note is Hahasell already cleared out everything that he necessarily needs. He just needs 1 pod small key. So as soon as he has 1, he's not going to look for any more. So he needs the Titan's Mitts, the pod small key, and then he's good. He's just kind of like, okay, I'm done. Let's do it.
Did we ever check what was on the island? Because Demon is heading there.
I thought it was a rupee of some sort, but I'm not sure.
Well, we're about to get confirmation, and it is Piece of Heart.
Again, vanilla. Everyone shake your fists angrily at the sky and go, Rando gods!
Now, we haven't seen the camper on either side, which makes me wonder why Demon chose to mirror at that point. Unless he's going to mirror at this small spot here and then go into pod that way.
I think he's routing in Hobo right at the moment.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Take care of the camper and then go back into the warp for pod. Hahasell gets the Swamp Palace Big Key, chooses to go on through the dungeon. Demon now has a map of Desert Palace. DH, that's just me.
This is going to make that this Argus fight a little bit more interesting for Hahasell. Demon with that tempered sword made it look easy. Man, Hahasell, I really hope goes back in there for that tempered, because there's a big difference between tempered and master sword damage.
Agreed. Plus, if you actually have to fight Ganon, if you only have the master sword, hope you're good at spinning.
You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a master sword, baby, right round. No? You don't like my remix?
I like the idea. Rushing the lyrics like that, it just doesn't sound as pleasing to the ear for me.
I'll work on it.
Demon is about to... Oh! Going to clear Eastern first.
I like the routing. You can go ahead and do it. Might as well do it.
That is true. With the bow in hand, we are able to get the Armos Knight's crystal, and with the big key, we have both, the Armos item and the big chest.
So we'll see. Does Hahasell actually go back for that tempered sword in the big chest in Swamp Palace? We hope he does, but he may not. I mean, he may just take the gamble and say it's not worth it.
He's going back in. So, what is in the big chest of Eastern today? Is it anything good?
So much money. So much money.
And if you want more money for whatever reason, hang a right over here. If you want to actually deal with the Armos Knights, get the key and hang a left. Hahasell with tempered now. Excellent decision to go back in. While Demon is making his way towards the Armos Knights. Hahasell, hope you're happy with that single rupee.
Single rupee, best rupee.
Didn't react. Oh, the Iglar chose to shut its eye up a little too quickly there.
All right, let's see how well DemonRHK can machine gun.
Ooh. And quiver. But that is a pyramid crystal.
That is his second crystal. Meanwhile, Hahasell has 3. Hahasell's cleaning up some of these other overworld locations. This is what we were talking about earlier. Hahasell and DemonRHK deviated at such an early point that we're going to see a lot of time of these guys just running over each other's steps back and forth.
However, with Demon's bow on hand, after we get this vanilla key, will we see the bow path?
Oh, I absolutely hope so. And that would be 4 total keys for him. If he feels he needs to full clear it, he will. But as soon as he gets that flute, he's got to think, I'm in go mode. I don't need it. Or no, he doesn't have mitts. Oh my god, these mitts are so trolly!
Yep. And remember, you have to complete a pod anyway, so we may as well explore. Alright, we have the bow path active. Well, all we have to do is take care of a few mimics, including the nasty red ones that choose to be immune to everything except arrows for some reason. Also, how many digs was that to get that big key of Ice Palace?
Too many. I'm not gonna count, just too many.
Mimics are down. We now have access to 2 chests.
And Hahasell fluting away. Looks like he's going over to the pod eastern area as well. There's the Titan's mitts!
You had to take the bow path.
Yup. And Hahasell, we know, is going to find it. Here's the tough part. He does not have a key to be able to beat pod, though, right now, I don't think.
No, I haven't seen any additional keys gained. Hahasell already spent them. So if Demon knows the Hammer Yump, then Demon can actually full clear this right now.
And it'll be interesting if Demon can do it. Demon's choice of sprite is kind of an interesting one here. A lot of people that I know line things like the Hammer Yump and the Ice Palace bomb jump, and most bomb jumps up with the shadow of your sprite. But the way this is set up right now is that yeah, Demon, that's your second vanilla, I know. The way that particular sprite is set up doesn't actually have a shadow. So what do you use to line up?
I think I've seen some runners try to use, like, the pause screen, the pixel alignment, maybe something in the top right corner. Now, here's the other thing, though. Demon did not get the vanilla big key chest. So, we may not have to worry about a Hammer Yump.
That's true. Not getting that treasure chest if he just goes straight in, finds the flute. If he's counting, he'll know he's in go mode.
Hahasell going through Eastern right now. Demon about to get Bombos, I believe.
And it's interesting, we haven't even been to Misery Mire to know what's required there, but we got all the medallions, so, you know, it's all gravy.
He's going for it. I don't know if he's actually going to go for the bomb jump. I think that's close. No!
Didn't quite get it.
And unfortunately, due to the way that these rooms are designed, you have to leave through the south in order to rebuild the bridge. Demon just went for it one shot.
And you know what? I think he's happy. I mean, he's going to be happy with this, because as soon as he gets the flute, he is in go mode. Now, he has some dungeons he's got to revisit, but he's got to be happy with that.
Okay, he almost mirrored, but thankfully remembered that big key, so... he's already raging. Demon... Please don't rage too hard when you see that flute. Okay, no raging yet.
No, he knows it's on. It's on, just go, 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 go at this point in time. And Hahasell does not have a key. Where are you going, Hahasell?
Hahasell is going to get the mitts. It's entirely possible that Ice Palace and or Misery Mire have the other keys necessary.
Oh man, and it's going to be a bit of a time waster for Hahasell. I mean, keep in mind, he does have 4 crystals to Demon's 2. So it's just a matter of how much he can make up time. But man, this is going to be significant for Hahasell and DemonRHK.
Oh no! Demon, don't check that chest. Don't check that chest. I know you want to. Don't. Just take out King
Oh
Helmasaur. Please,
no!
please, please.
What?
Don't bomb it. Don't
What's
bomb
he
it.
still looking for? What is he still looking for? Okay, so he didn't bomb it. He's just going down here. But I'm still trying to figure out what he's looking for
He
at this
didn't
point.
open this chest. And he's gonna take the tile warp. Okay, we're good. We're good. It was just slight unconventional routing. In the meantime, Hahasell is in Mire. Well, the Mire area. Let's check out that shed.
And unfortunately, Hahasell won't be able to go mode anything until he finds one more pod key. The sooner he finds that pod key, the sooner he'll be able to go mode everything. If it takes him a while, remember there's 2 keys that are lying around somewhere. I really hope he finds it on his way through these crystal dungeons. If it's in one of these other pendant dungeons, though, this could be the end for Hahasell.
Alright, Demon is making his way to Helmasaur. Checkerboard Cave, Bugnet, and Hahasell. I mean, I get it. It's a speed run, but it's the Bugnet.
You're already not in the tournament. This is nothing but swag here at this point.
Well, we're gonna see what is in Mire. It is the Vanilla Ether Tablet. Or Ether Medallion, I should say. Misery Mire. 8 chests. 6 of them can be gotten without needing to worry about the big key.
Oh, he's got the big key anyway.
So this is going to be a full clear on Hahasell's side. Alright, King Helmasaur awaits for DemonRHK. Or DemonRHK, excuse me. Has the sword out, hammer equipped, excellent strategy. First chest in Misery Mire, piece of heart. And where are the silvers located?
At this point, there's so many dungeons that we don't even have to step foot in. Tower of Hera, Turtle Rock, and we can go mode a bunch of others. I mean, that's probably the one saving grace that Hahasell has. Demon can go mode the rest of these dungeons, but if he finds the silvers just before, it's entirely possible that he can make up the time there. It's just kind of a guess at this point in time.
Alright, Hahasell did remember to pick up magic a little late. With the Fire Rod, you get 8 shots for 4 torches, gets them. So hopefully the big key chest spot has something. Hahasell needs a pod key.
That is the only thing keeping him from go mode. We're at go mode at sub 120. That's pretty incredible for a Keysanity seed, ladies and gents.
Turtle Rock!
Oh, this seed was pointing hard at Turtle Rock early, but has not really had to go there at all.
Hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the pheasant is present.
That's a new one on me, but thank you, Demon, for playing the national anthem. Big chest in Misery Mire. It is a compass to desert. We are running out of locations. Big 20, not what we're looking for. Another big 20. And, oh, I see the strategy that Hahasell is going to use. I wondered why a chest was missed earlier, but...
Yep, he's going to be able to cross this bridge and hook shot across to be able to grab this one, fall down, and get right back over here. It's a solid strategy that is entering the meta that a lot of people really haven't done in open mode. And another B-Torp.
That is all 4 bottles, I believe. In the meantime, Demon is going for Skull Woods. Makes sense, it's a crystal, we can finish it. So right now, Hahasell did not find the Palace of Darkness small key that we're looking for. Again, one of 2. We need to find that key in order for Hahasell to go back to Pod and finish it.
And other than that key, Hahasell is in go mode. Demon is in go mode right now. He's just having to clean up some of these other locations now. Hahasell does have a crystal lead on Demon right now, but Hahasell has to full clear these dungeons looking for that last pod small key. So it could be a huge time difference at this point in time.
Now, it's entirely possible that Vitreous has one of those 2 keys, and Hahasell is probably hoping that's the case. Saving the arrows, I like this. Just have to be careful because those eyeballs and lightning strikes still hurt.
Yeah, he doesn't have any invincibility items to be able to spin through here. Kind of wish there'd be some dash strats or some other spin strats. If you take damage on the goo, you can use the invincibility frames to kind of help you out there as well.
Demon is out of magic for the Fire Rod, but Tempered Sword is not bad. Mothula goes down. And so does Vitreous. Just for a heart container, though. As far as overworld locations go, we have Mimic Cave, we have... I don't know if anyone went into King's Tomb yet. We have the... Dwarf Bullfrog quest. And a Hammerpeg Cave, or what I sometimes call MC Hammer's Vault.
Really, Hahasell, you still have over 900 rupees. You gotta be a cheapskate and say, oh, I'm gonna buy 1 blue potion and 1 green potion. Please! Get those 2 blues.
Especially if you're going into Ice Palace, blues are kind of, you know, the go-to.
What a cheapskate.
Demon is back in Thieves Town. We're about to see a dashing eyeball.
Yeah, he's going to be happy to see those boots.
We are still missing the small key to Thieves Town if it ends up guarding the pod key, though. We know that they both have to exist, and I'm pretty sure both have to exist outside of Ganon's tower. So at least we don't have to worry about that.
Chet brings up an interesting point. He's in go mode. He may not even open the chest. I mean, he should, because it's right there, and you have to be in the room anyway.
Who are you referring to on that go mode? Because Demon does not have the small key to open it.
Oh, I was sorry. I was talking about the treasure chest that's on his way in the bombable room, the roof.
Ah. I think Hahasell is going to open that. Again, we're missing a Palace of Darkness key for him. So even if we do see the bomb jump here, I think Hahasell would be beneficial going for it. There are the boots up for Demon.
Hahasell setting up this Ice Palace bomb jump.
Second try. Nice. Now, with one small key available, which way is Hahasell going? Going to the right first. We'll see 3 chests available in this direction, or at least when coming back.
Yep, as soon as he finds that one pod small key, he's in go mode. The longer this takes, the more time before Demon catches up or even passes him.
Yeah, right now both runners have 4 crystals apiece.
Hahasell has 5.
Oh, 5, I see that now. Thank you. But yeah, Demon can potentially catch up if that small key to pod eludes Hahasell.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. If he does not find it here in Ice Palace, he's going to start having to dip into into pendant dungeons, which is something you absolutely do not want to have to do. And 2 of the 3 pendant dungeons he would have to dip. There it is!
I think Hahasell has just recovered in time for go mode.
Man, I was just about to make a really excellent point, and then he has to go and ruin it all for me.
That's the way the seed goes. Hahasell with the unconventional pathing, or maybe conventional with just a string of bad luck, it's hard to tell, but Hahasell is taking care of Ice Palace and then just has to swing by Pod, and that's it. Which means...
So, Demon has to go mode Ice Palace and Misery Mire. Hahasell just has to go mode Pod. He has his 1 key to be able to do that. Go moding Ice Palace is super fast. Misery Mire is also super fast. Hahasell is clearly in the lead at this point in time. He is bailed out by Ice Palace.
So as you said, Vitasia, all Hahasell has to do is go to Pod and then make his way up Death Mountain. Demon has to move through Mire and Ice very quickly.
Oh,
so go ahead.
It's like, speaking of memes here, because people seem to be making fun of me, we have the murder dactyl frozen. Do we have a bird toss? Demon. Yes, bird toss! Sorry, go ahead.
We will never get away from all of them, folks, whether that is a good thing or not. You be the judge.
I'm selective about my rando memes, okay? Bird toss is one to get excited about.
If it helps, I'm selective as well. Hahasell making his way back to Pod. Demon trying to hurry through Mire. This entry room can be a bit of a pain. Wizrobes that like to teleport in and out. Even if it's in place, you don't have a lot of time to swing your sword at them.
So it's worth noting that other than, and chat pointing this out, I thank you so much, Anti-Sim? I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that. Other than the right side of Desert, pendants weren't required at all. You could completely avoid Turtle Rock. You can completely avoid Tower of Hera.
Which means this is going to be a sub 2 hour seed for our runners. Speaking of sub Alpha Channel, thank you for your support to the Speed Gaming family.
Yeah, this is just an incredibly fast seed, all things considered. When you can completely avoid 2 entire dungeons and go mode. I mean, Demon has been able to go mode the past 2 or 3 dungeons for his part. This is just a crazy fast seed here.
Both runners are approaching the ends of their respective dungeons, but Demon still has to go through ice. So Hahasell has the clear advantage right now. Oh, Hahasell should be thanking the goddesses for that small key.
I don't know if he realizes exactly how close it was. I mean, it was in one of the last treasure chests he had to check before having to dip those pendant dungeons.
Well, either pendant dungeons or overworld locations, but you don't want to do either of them.
Absolutely.
And again, without the safeties, a Demon is also using sword slashes to take on Vitreous's eyeballs, but now with a bow in hand, time for a simple game of far away or keep away volleyball. King Helmasaur is down for Hahasell. Time to go up GT.
And DemonRHK committing fratricide here and killing Vitreous.
Once again, a near synchronized victory pose, but Hahasell has all the crystals. Demon knows where he has to go.
Oh, that's a bad joke, SSJ Chrono. An eye for an eye. Oh, I love it.
I mean, I get it too, and I mean, even I'm smiling a little at that one, but ooh. So then who is going to slash Demon then? Is Ganon going to potentially cause problems?
I don't know. I mean, it's still pretty close. Demon can go mode Ice Palace. He can do it relatively fast here. Won't have to open any more treasure chests. He might pick a couple that are on the way.
Which may mean we get to one of my variations of a meme. But we'll get to that as we get closer up the tower. Are we going to see anything from Super Bunny Cave? No, Hahasell is committed to Silverless Tempered, I think. At least so far.
I mean, I can see that. You know, I personally will like to check anything. If the aggregate number of chests in a single location will take me less than 30 seconds per chest, I figure I go ahead and check it. So with those two, it would be quick. These first couple in Ganon's Tower, I usually like to check if I don't have silvers, but other than that, just go.
And now, up the tower we go. With the big key in hand, the basement is mostly superfluous. And I think Hahasell just realized that we are not going to see the basement at all.
Nope. Now, Demon could catch up if these silvers are in one of those first few chests and he happens to check it. I don't think he will, but it's always a possibility. This is Randomizer, ladies and gentlemen. Anything could happen.
Alright, so you mentioned the lack of a good shadow earlier for Demon's eyeball. How would you do this Ice Palace bomb jump?
I usually line this particular bomb jump up with the sword myself. I just get as close as I can and then line it up one pixel there, leave 1 pixel space in between the bomb and the tempered sword edge. But still, it's not an easy lineup to do no matter what. I mean, it's still one of the first bomb jumps that I think every speedrunner ends up learning to do. I'm just not very good at it.
And Demon is foregoing the bomb jump.
That's going to hurt him because that's going to make a lot longer of a go mode to get through.
I don't think it's as bad as you're thinking because we do have the Cane of Samaria on hand. In the meantime, time for the gauntlet.
And this is always kind of a hairy gauntlet to do, just depending on how cooperative these things will die.
Yeah, the skeletons are evil. Those... I never remember what to call them. A part of me wants to think they are some variation of Moblin. Ice Palace Big Chest only had 10 arrows, so... Or 10 arrow... It had a... Yeah. So it didn't matter. Demon is about to use the Cane of Cheating, as some people called it in chat, while the Landmolas are being fought right now.
This is going to be our only time killing both Landmolas and Trolldorm. I just realized that because we were able to completely skip those 2 bosses.
That is correct. This also means we're not going to see Trinex at all this seed, which is probably a blessing in disguise.
I mean, when you get Ice Rod in Link's house, what else could you do except completely skip Trinex?
Oh, Hahasell was forced to use a potion. And this is where being frugal may end up costing.
You see, Hahasell? You see?
Plus, the Hahasell still had a bee in a bottle. So more potions could have been bought. Even with red mail, it's not over yet.
I saw someone say in chat when he was making those purchases, it's Hahasell, not haha buy. And I lulled a little bit inside.
Alright, time for the double quad torch area. I'll come up with a better name later, but it's effectively what it is. 2 rooms, 4 torches apiece. And you gotta hope that you do not get... Okay, we did not get Sprite locked out of the top of GT. And Hahasell has to take on one of the mini Helmosaurs for a key. We are not checking those first 2 chests out of 4.
He is full committed to doing this silverless. This is going to be interesting. Oh, and he can't powder. He's out of magic.
He used... Well, there is a full container here, but Hahasell is committed. So skipping the second prize chest, I'll come up with a better name later. So now is the question, are we going to see Moldorm's last remains right here? And... Thief! Hope you enjoyed that compass that Moldorm treasured so much.
Oh, my goodness. So, Demon is on his way about to start his ascent up Ganon's tower. Meanwhile, Hahasell is attempting his Aghanim 2 fight.
And for the record, Bombos was needed for Turtle Rock if we had to go in. And Demon is checking out Hookshot Cave, hoping to find silvers in here.
I mean, I don't necessarily blame him. He's in go mode at 139 on his way up to Ganon's tower. I think he's feeling pretty confident right now, and I don't necessarily blame him. Problem is, we know better.
And as Demon does not get the riches he's looking for, Hahasell is flying towards the Pyramid of Power. So, Ganondorf Dragmire, what words of wisdom do you have for us today?
Burrito.
Deja vu. Four phases to the Ganon fight. First one is already done. No more trident throwing. Now we have the fire bats.
Yeah, and Hahasell really needs to put a premium on survival at this point in time.
Agreed. I don't think Hahasell has another healing potion. Maybe a red at best. Basement chest, blue boomerang, and a vanilla Ganon's tower small key because we can't get away from that.
Okay, Hahasell is only sitting at 5 hearts. Man, he is not doing well, but he is on the final phase, getting ready for his, or almost final phase.
And a big key on Bob's torch. It was either for Desert or Tower of Hera. Demon has said enough. So that means if silvers are not in the top 3 chests, the other top 3 chests, we're not going to see them.
Well, we're getting ready to get a clue from Ganon here, from Hahasell.
And it is
Dark World Overworld. Where did we not check?
We did not check Spike Cave, Super Bunny Cave, don't know if those count. Pyramid of Power, Purple Chest, don't know if that counts. And MC Hammer's Vault.
Yeah, it could be Hammer. The Gary's Lunchbox is a Light World location. So I think, yeah, there's Super Bunny Cave and MC Hammer Cave. Those two are probably the 2 best candidates.
As well as Spike Cave. I don't know if Death Mountain is considered separate. But right now Hahasell is hoping to pull off the silverless strats. You have to wait for the fire bat to fly out and then tag Ganon just before the teleportation happens. You have 1 or 2 frames, maybe just 1, in order to pull this off. Has to survive right now. Demon going for safeties. Don't blame him. Hahasell has to keep this up. Ganon is down. As long as Hahasell does not fall, we're good. As Hahasell celebrates, the doors open, and it is official! Hahasell is in first place with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 43 minutes, 7 seconds, with a PB by 2 minutes and 7 seconds on top of that. OMG is correct, Seed. Get your GGs out in chat.
That was an amazing fast run there by Hahasell. Real gutsy play there at the very end. He was getting down to only 3 hearts. Had to put a premium on survival. Absolutely did it. Pulled out that pod small key. And here we have Hahasell. GG, sir.
Yo, thanks, GG.
So that was a PB according to SRL. Was that an actual PB for you?
For Keysanity, yes.
Congrats on pulling that off. This Seed certainly knew how to give you the runaround, especially with the Palace of Darkness.
Yeah, that last small key, I was just like, oh man, I really hope it's not in Turtle Rock.
Well, we were hoping too, and Demon had not gone into any of these locations yet, so you were checking everything. You had a pretty solid crystal lead, but he was able to go through and do pod and one clear. So with you having to find that key, he was slowly making up ground, and then you pulled it. It was like one of the last chests you can get in Ice Palace, and we kind of knew at that point in time, it's like, okay, he's in good shape.
Yeah. Once I found the bow at chest game, I was just like, uh-oh, that's not good. Because finding those 2 pod small keys in pod was just absolutely ridiculous.
Agreed. It was. We were wondering in the booth just what was going on with the seed.
Yeah, I think it was that. Skull had its vanilla big key. Swamp had its vanilla big key. I was like, what in the world is happening?
Yeah, it was just... Apparently, the random number goddesses wanted to have some fun with both of you today.
Well, yeah, they certainly did.
But other than, that trolliness and the triple dip of pod, if I counted correctly, what were your thoughts on this?
Honestly, I wasn't even really that upset about triple dipping pod. Finding mitts, I was just like, okay, there's gonna be my 5th small key is gonna be somewhere before Turtle Rock, I hope. My fingers were crossed at that point. The only other thing I can think of that I really shouldn't have done was escape, but I was just like, I never do this. I might as well start now.
Yeah, I don't think Escape, the front half, I'm presuming, had much to go on. But I think the shovel led to Ether, which you... No, shovel did not lead to Ether. But, yeah, I mean, I still think it helped in the end. Overall.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it had a small key to, like, either Pod or Turtle Rock. I don't remember which one. Or maybe it was Desert. That's what it was, yeah.
So it was the right play. It just took a little while to realize that it came to fruition.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, because usually when I find Book, the first thing I do is, like, mini Moldorms, then go straight to Desert, but this time I was just like, I have a sword, I have the Ice Rod, let's go one-shot the Blue Guards and have fun with the Escape.
Well, we were worried about you for a little bit because you put off going to that Ice Rod cave, I think, for at least a little bit longer than Demon did, and the hammer was there. Glad you got to there relatively quickly.
Oh yeah, that's where that was. I was like trying to think before I went to Ice Palace if I had gone to Ice Rod Cave yet. But also at that point, I knew that Zora had to have Lamp because of how progression was working in the seed, because it was the only thing. It was either Lamp or Flute, and I had found the Flute sometime soon after, so I was just like, okay, if I can go to Zora, that's cool. If not, whatever.
So with this, you complete your Swiss round with 3 and 2. How do you feel about that?
Honestly, I feel pretty good about it. Coming to the tournament, I was hoping to get to 3 wins, and I managed to do that, so I'm pretty happy with how it all panned out. And I also had a really good last race here. I mean, that's an incredible time for Keysanity. Like, I'm honestly shocked that the seed was so generous.
Oh, so, I mean, congratulations on your win. When you go back and watch the restream, I may have made a second guess for you, and I'd like you to explain something to me. when you have over 1,000 rupees, what's up with buying a green potion when you have plenty of space for the blues? Just curious.
Honestly, now that I think of, I'm trying to think of when I bought those potions. I don't think it was before Swamp, because that's where Tempered was. So I really don't know why I bought the green actually.
They were before Ice Palace. I remember that much.
Yeah, I don't know why I bought a green.
I was sitting here going, you have over 1,000 rupees. What's going on?
I mean, I think I ended up using that blue, but I saved the green. I think the only reason I had the green was in case with Silverless if I ran out of magic, but with Lamp it's hard if you get the Lamp glitch.
Yeah, Demon unfortunately, right now dealing with Ganon did not get the torch glitch, and is trying to deal with Silverless strategies right now.
And he didn't pick up half magic. I don't think you did either. Maybe, I don't know.
I have no idea where it was, if it was accessible.
I did not notice anyone get half magic either. I do like the hookshot lantern strategies to try to save on magic and time.
Yeah, that usually can get you at least 2 frames there, or 2 rotations.
Down to 1 heart. Demon is not equipping a potion right now. There we go. Has a red, and that's it. Has a green as well, but...
Well, Mr. Hahasell, do you have any other thoughts on this seed before we at least try to wrap it up and get Demon a chance to get in here for his time?
Not really any thoughts on the seed at this point. I mean, it was pretty nice, pretty straightforward. Yeah, thank you guys so much for commentating this. Really appreciate that. Thanks to the tracker as well, for doing what I assume was a fantastic job. And you know, everyone watching and everyone who helped to make this tournament a possibility, because it's been a really fun experience.
Absolutely. And while we're at it, yeah, do absolutely give a shout out to our wonderful tracker here. Pulling up names.
KK the Egyptian.
KK the Egyptian. Yes, thank you. Also, a wonderful Feasel for the restream, and my co-commentator, Wolfman2000. Thank you so much as well.
Not a problem. I've been noticing how Demon has been lighting these torches. Basically, as soon as Ganon goes up, that's when the torches have generally been lit. That's reducing the number of opportunities to pull off the spin strats. At least it feels like it to me. Because you don't have a lot of time to pull that off.
No, he's having kind of a rough go of it at this point. Doing Silverless strats and not getting the torch glitch is just painful.
But the pain is ending. DemonRHK has defeated Ganon. Just has to walk through the door, and then we can call it. We can call it. DemonRHK finishes the seed with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 53 minutes, 46 seconds. Also with a PB by 28:03. Get your GGs out in chat, folks.
Yeah, that's an incredible PB there.
Well, that is certainly, I mean, anyone that can pull off a sub 2 hour Keysanity, it's mad respect. It's just unfortunate when sub 2 isn't enough.
Well, and this seed as well, I mean, keep in mind, we were all thinking Turtle Rock heavy early on. We got early Ice Rod, early Turtle Rock Big Key. I mean, early Turtle Rock pretty much everything. So we were just looking, hey, when can we go to Turtle Rock? Oh, wait, it's a pendant? We're definitely going to have to go to Turtle Rock. And then our Go Mode item for Demon, or at least one of the Go Mode items, was the Titansmith. So by then we were done.
Well, perhaps Demon can help explain this. He is now in the commentator's booth now. GG.
Hey, thanks. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you. You're a little quiet, but we got you.
Yep, GG, haha.
Yo, GG, Demon. Great time.
Yeah, thanks. I had it when I found 2 vanilla pod keys. I thought there was a hope, but as farther got, I just figured no.
See, it was actually super, super interesting here for you guys because Hahasell made an early dip into pod, found the 2 keys, so he had 4 total. Cleared everything out though. Spent all of his keys getting all the items. So he couldn't clear out pod. He had to wait and get his last pod key. That was his Go Mode item. When you went in there, you were probably a crystal or 2 behind because you opted to clear out dungeons and then focus on overworld locations, but your Go Mode was actually sooner than Hahasell's. Haha had to do Ice Palace full clear, he had to do Misery Mire full clear, and found the last pod small key in one of the last chests in Ice Palace. So he was getting ready to have to start diving into Turtle Rock and Tower of Hera to find one more pod small key. If not for that one in Ice Palace, you were right there in this race, Demon.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I was taking some calculated risks early on, and once I narrowed down that either Flute or Lamp had to be on Zora, it was just a matter of trying to get back into Logic and, finding the Eastern Big Key. I'm like, oh, dip pod, see what happens, and then just everything. Even with a couple of extraneous dips into, I think, Desert, I had an extraneous dip into, and just checking some overworld locations I probably should have just routed out.
Well, it was interesting because you both, kind of went in opposite directions almost from the get-go here, each finding different items and kind of leading you in different directions. So you were all in different locations. I think, in all honesty, we were in it Go Mode at like an hour 15 or something. Like as soon as we saw Demon, you pick up the Titansmiths in pod, we knew for a fact that you would be going over and then you'd get the flute, and that's Go Mode at that point in time. So we were like, oh my god, this is such a fast seed. And it was just a matter of time of when Hahasell would find that last pod key, and it was really, that was the race at that point in time, is, could you catch up in the crystal count before Hahasell found a pod small key?
Yeah. I was just hoping that the gambles would pay off, and they did, just not a little bit well enough to make up for the difference in execution between the two of us.
You still had a very excellent race, plus that near 30-minute PB, if I saw that right.
Yeah, it was about 29 minutes, yeah.
So with this, you do end the Swiss stages at 2 and 3. Hopefully, we'll get to see you as well as Hahasell in the upcoming tournaments.
Hopefully. As of a couple days ago, I now have NMG apparently to start prepping for, so that's gonna be fun.
Nice. Yeah. Definitely looking forward to the spring tournament coming up. That'll be a good one.
Definitely.
All right, looking absolutely forward to it. Ladies and gentlemen, DemonRHK and Hahasell, give these guys a follow here on Twitch. Gladiators duking it out for your entertainment. Very good job, both of you guys. We were thoroughly entertained, and just we could kind of read your minds through your character interaction there as well. A few rage slashes here and there. We loved you guys. Also, again, one more shout out to KK the Egyptian, our tracker, Fiesel, our restreamer, and of course, my co-commentator, Wolfman2000. Thank you again so much.
Not a problem, Vitasia. But don't you worry, folks. If you want more randomizer action, particularly of the Keysanity variety, we've got plenty of it. If you wish to hop on over to, I believe it is scheduled for ALTTPR 2, there is a match on right now. There's also one on ALTTPR 1. We have a quad race there going on right now. 8 p.m. Speed Gaming 3, D2 Kemps versus... Or, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong day. Let me start again. Right now, ALTTPR 2, we have Quad Race, He's Just a Boy versus Phyleon, and Catastrophe versus Invictus. We also have at 8 p.m. Speed Gaming 2, Karnath FD versus ACMLM. Ooh, that's going to be a good one. And that's also a quad because we have Oyster SA versus Lare Godzilla. I apologize if I'm unable to read these names right.
Yep, still lots more randomizer action, of course, throughout the entire night. We're still getting things scheduled for ALTTPR channels and, of course, some speed gaming channels. Lots going on. Of course, the big one is the Karnath FD versus ACMLM. Winner of that one will get into the play-in, the massive 33-person or 32-person play-in for one spot, and that is going to be on March 10th, I believe, is what we're told. Yes,
Ooh.
Next Saturday, March 10th, it's going to be a 32-player race-off for the last spot. Everyone with only one loss in this tournament is going to go head-to-head to head-to-head to head-to-head to head. It's going to be a hydra there.
Oh, I'm looking forward to watching that one. But for now, I think we need to wrap things up. So again, for Fiesel, our restreamer, KK the Egyptian for tracking, our runners, DemonRHK and Hahasell, for Vitasia, my co-com partner, this is Wolfman2000 saying until next time, watch out for Troll Dorm.